Good morning. This is Divine. Oh my gosh, it's been like a week and I'm just all off kilter from not doing videos for a while. Okay, welcome. This is Divinely Different Tarot. I'm Ashley, and today I wanted to do a requested video from Jacqueline. Your request was, what are their intentions for you? Actually, your exact words were, what is his intentions for you? But I decided to go with there because, yeah. So I originally was only going to do 3 piles. 4 came out. I knew BB's going to leave my pot in my lap soon. I can just tell. She's like never in my lap when I do readings anymore because Fred's always all up in my grill. So I'm trying to enjoy it. BB is 10. She's a calico. She's freaking gorgeous. She hates when I talk about her. Okay. Alright, so in this requested video I pulled some zodiac because I wanted to see their see the signs that we're, trying to connect with. So if it's not a sign that you're looking for, go ahead and move on to a different pile. For the intentions, I used Island Love, Wellness Oracle, and I also used Crow Tarot because I really missed my Crow deck when I was gone, so I'm like, I gotta use it. I also pulled some songs because I'm sorry, because I pulled because I wanted to see their intentions as well, and I feel like in songs you can really get a feel of what somebody's intentions are because like it's like a story in a song. So that's what I also did. And then I pulled some advice using Angel Romance and Love Oracle. So one of these piles, I'm not saying which one, is just a little bit chaotic. So please bear with me. There's just a lot of messages. So there is that. And let's get started. So please choose by your charm or whichever pile you feel drawn to. From pile 1, we have the Octopus charm. For my pile 2, we have Graduate. I don't know if you can see that very well. It does say Graduate. There we go. And then pile 3 is the Mermaid. And for my pile 4, we've got Field Hockey. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Go ahead and pick your pile. If you have any requests, please do let me know in the request or in the comments below. Timestamps are also in the description box for each individual pile. Also in the description box is if you'd like to donate to the channel for new cards, and if you have recommended cards you would like me to use, please also let me know on the Buy Me a Coffee. It's on the it's in the description box below, as well as where you can find me to get a personal reading. I only offer personal readings on Facebook. That's what I feel comfortable with at the moment. So if anybody asks, it's not me. So what was the other thing? And yeah. And you can find me on Facebook at Divinely Different Tarot. Or you can look me up by name, which is just Ashley Polak. That stuff will be in the description box below. I'm trying to get back into the groove. Like I said, I was on a short little vacation. I was visiting my Uncle Robert. He was actually very close to death, so we went out there to go visit him and clean up his house a little bit because I don't know why, but everybody in my house, or everybody in my family, is pretty much a hoarder, except my sister and I. And I think it's only because we grew up with it and we don't want to become them. But like literally everybody on my mom's side is a hoarder. So we went over there, we cleaned up his living room a little bit. Literally, we were there for we were in Indiana for 5 days, and then we were in, because he lives in Mid-Dairyville, and I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like the middle of the country, okay? It's a cute little freaking town, like, it's so adorable. Everything's for sale, which is so crazy because it's beautiful out there, but I guess the board out there is, like, ridiculous. Like, you live in the country and you can't have rabbits as a pet. That's ridiculous. So, anyway, but yeah, we cleaned out his living room, and it took us 2 days to clean the living room. And we didn't even get it completely to where we wanted it, but we got it enough to where at least he's not going to fall down and get hurt again and, like, you know, go to the hospital from losing so much blood. So that's good, at least. You know, like, we helped a little bit, but not as much as we wish we could have. We're going to try to go back out there in July to help out again, but we'll see how things land. But yeah, so I am very sorry that I didn't get any messages out at all during the week or even put my advice out that I normally do. It was just I was very occupied with helping out my Uncle Roberts. And also, like, we were just, like, on a slight little vacation. Like, even went on a boat, which I haven't done in a long time. But, of course, I fell on the boat because I'm a klutz. And, I don't know. I think that kid doesn't like me or something. I think he just, like, I don't know. I don't know what happened in that situation, but it hurt. It hurt bad. So, trying to take it easy. Alright, now let's get to our piles. Sorry for the long introduction. Just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. And yes, during this vacation, I did get slightly addicted back to caffeine, which I'm trying to get out of. Anyways, go ahead and I'll meet you at your pile. Bye! Oh, I knew it. You are so testy. I love you, BB, but you testy. That's my bong. If anybody's seeing this is my baby, okay? I love this bong. I always wanted a penis bong. And I have another one. It's a wooden one, and it's, like, colorful. But it's wooden, and I don't know if you've ever smoked out of wood, but it sucks. So I got a silicone one. And this one actually works out pretty well. Just don't put water at the bottom because it does leak. So I just smoke it dry. But it's so cool. Look how big his penis is. Now I know it's not really, like... Well, it kind of is realistic, but still, like, I don't know. I really wanted one, and I got one now. And I used to smoke with my friends sometimes, and, like, I loved smoking with the girls because they love smoking a penis bong. But then, like, my guy friends are like, that's gross. I'm not going to smoke out of that. And I'm just like, got some slight issues of sexuality, huh? Yummy. Sweet mamas. That's cute. Doesn't really. It does like this. And of course, I'm starting to get hot. Kind of show you BB maybe. Right. For those of you that are watching right now, that's my BB doll. She's so freaking cute. Okay. pick my pile. I'm gonna weird out. Alright, my pile 1. If you chose this octopus, this is your pile. Also, sorry, just realized I haven't brushed my hair and it looks kind of bad, but I don't really care. Alright, so for my pile 1, for what's their intentions for, what are their intentions for you? So the zodiac that came out I got for you was Scorpio and Cancer. So these would be the people that have intentions towards you. And I kind of got a couple different things like that are coming through. First of all, I just wanted to say, if somebody here feels like if you feel like this is your twin flame connection, I just want to let you know what it is. I do feel like there is some kind of doubt going on, because I do feel like there is some kind of boundaries. Like there's some kind of boundary issue. Like, I don't know like how to explain completely, but it's kind of like with twin flame connections, we have like a psychic connection with our twin flame, right? So they can like feel what we feel, like without us saying or without even like looking at our face. They just know how we feel. Sometimes you can communicate, like literally like have I wouldn't really say quiet conversations, but it's like you guys can talk to each other. You can do it through messages, or there's other millions of ways that twin flames communicate. But I do feel like in some kind of way your twin flame may have at some point, I'm not saying it's happening now, but at some point they could have how do you say, like it's like they breached their boundary, like they went too far. They should have stopped from where they were at. But I feel like this person has really grown from that. I feel like they really do know that they messed up in some kind of a way. Now, I do feel like it has something to do with some kind of like an addiction, like it's something that it was like for them, it was a self-indulgence. For them, it was a way to let loose. But in that way of letting loose, it's like they did something. And that's what I mean by the boundary thing. Okay, now let's get into the cards. That's what I had got when I originally picked up the charm. So that's why I just wanted to go with it. And I want to try to do that with the cards and more often in my readings, because I do get a lot off the charms. I just never remember to do it. All right. So I'm going to start with Crow Tarot and then move into the Oracle. So intentions that are towards you, somebody really wants to communicate with you about the influence of the growth that you've made and the growth that they've made as well. I do feel like they want to communicate to you that you've influenced them to grow into a different person. And like I said, it could have been because of the boundary thing, but it could have also just been like they had some sort of a tower moment, an ego death inside of their life that has really changed their outlook and their changed the way of their thinking. But I do feel like this person really wants to communicate this to you. I do feel like this person was under influence. Like before I said there was self-indulgence, maybe some kind of an addiction. I do feel like they had some sort of an addiction. I do see smoking here. And I see smoking cigarettes. And drinking. Like I see wine, like I see red wine, but I'm also seeing like just booze in general. Like somebody's just, I don't know, I feel like they're self-indulging by drinking and smoking. You know what's interesting about that too? Like my father was an alcoholic. I feel like everybody at some point in their life had some sort of an alcoholic in their life, okay? Now, something I did realize later, not when I was younger and dealing with it, but later I did realize the reason why my father was drinking so much is because he was trying to forget things. He didn't want to remember certain things about his life. He also felt like, I don't know, I felt like he was drowning his sorrows. And I feel like that's what this person, your twin flame, was doing. I feel like they were drowning their sorrows. They were trying to pretty much do anything that would make them forget about the connection that you two are in. But I do feel like there was like some kind of a moment. There was something that had happened when they were in this self-indulgence mode that ended up helping them see that see their true growth and see who they truly are. There is something about like other people seeing this person for the way that they shine, the way that they are. And I feel like there is something about the way that, like, I kind of got, I don't know why, but it just popped in my head. It's like this person was talking about you, and the way that they shine, the way that they smile, or they look is what, like, I don't know, a kind of A has made somebody kind of angry, and B, it's like there's somebody that's like proud of this person for growing and starting to see themselves for who they are and what they can do. Like, it's like everybody else sees this person's like potential and what they can like accomplish, you know, when they put their mind to it. But it's always hard for us to see ourselves truly. And I feel like that might be something this person had a hard time seeing. But I feel like as time has gone, as they've haven't had any communication with you, and like they've been under the influence of things that they probably shouldn't have been, it's like they're in that time something had happened to where they have grown. They finally understand. I also feel like there's an influence that you have put on this person that has helped them grow. And I feel like that's just because I feel like you've been working on yourself. You've been focusing on yourself. You've been, you know, healing. You've been doing a lot of shadow work, and you're learning to appreciate yourself for who you are. Like I said, you see your self-worth. And I felt like with you seeing your self-worth and you taking your time to heal and I'm trying to figure out the right word, because like words are kind of powerful in this situation. Like, I feel like after you've accepted your shadows of your own self, it's like you started to by doing this, by accepting who you are, it has helped this person see, hey, maybe I need to accept these things about myself, you know, instead of ignoring them, or instead of trying to drown them away, because it's not making it better. It doesn't make it go away. It just quiets down. So I do feel like this person's intentions towards you is to heal from the heartache. I feel like this person just recently got out of a toxic relationship or a toxic addiction. So like that's why they're currently trying to heal their heart. I do feel like they are kind of like watching you, because like I said, you've already gone through this. You've already gone through this shadow work. You've already had the time to heal, and I feel like you're continuing to take the time to heal and continuing just to work on yourself and enjoy. I feel like you're really enjoying life right now. Like I feel like you found some fun in like things that you really enjoy doing. Like I see this girl, I see her sitting down, she's just reading a book, okay? Like she's just enjoying herself, you know, she's not really worried about anything else. And I do see somebody sitting on like a beach, or like, I don't know why beach came up to mind, but like somebody just sitting there and they're just reading a book. And it's like you don't notice anything else that's going on around you. You're just enjoying yourself and like wrapped up inside of this book. And it's like there may be your twin flame could have like popped up, and it's like you didn't even notice them. Like maybe you felt them, but you weren't like really thinking about it because you were concentrating on yourself instead of concentrating on them. And while you concentrate on yourself, it's like that brings this person to realization, like, hey, I can do this. I am better than I think I am. Maybe I don't need these addictions because they're not doing me any good. Like I feel like that's what's really happening for this person. You're helping this person heal their heart. If you've taken pictures with this person, like I see somebody looking at a photograph, like they miss you a lot. Like I do feel like, okay, that makes sense. Like, so this person could be stalking you on social media, like if you have a social platform. Like I see somebody like stalking somebody on Facebook, or just like looking through their like tweets or whatever they're called, and it's like it makes this person start thinking of new memories and like of making new memories with you. I do think it kind of brings them into the past a little bit of the things that had happened between the both of you, but I don't think it's like in negativity. It's just like, okay, well, what will I do different next time that we come across each other? Instead of doing what I had done before, maybe I should do this instead. And I feel like that's something that this person's really working on. I do think they also just like looking at your picture. Like I feel like this person finds you very attractive, very beautiful, and very inspiring. There's like something about being inspired to grow because of the influences that you cause. Like that's just so prominent. This person unconditionally loves you. They are learning to give and to receive affection. I do feel like they are falling in love with you. Like as they watch you, like as they watch you fall in love with yourself, it's like they are like falling in love with you as well. Like that's so cute. Like that's what I heard. Like that's cute. But yeah, so far this person's intentions towards you is just to watch you grow so that it'll like help them grow as well. They just want to heal their heart, and I feel like they know that by in a way by watching you but staying away, because I do again feel like the boundaries thing is kind of what made you to like be like, no, I'm done, you know? And it's like, this person knows that, and they don't want to push or anything like that. They have unconditional love for you, you know? And I feel like they are trying to learn how. I feel like for this person, it's hard for them to receive love. I don't think it's hard for them to give it, but it could be the other way around. Take it as it resonates, but I do feel like it's hard for them to receive it. I don't think they're used to receiving love, so that's why it could be hard for them. I'm going to get into the songs, and then I'll get into the advice. So the songs for you are Bite Me by Avril Lavigne, which, if you've ever heard it, you know, like, it's actually kind of a good time. But, it's like, I see that boundary thing. I think this person, I feel like your twin flame or your soulmate, however it takes it, you know, I'm just going to say what I feel like saying. So, like, I feel like the twin flame came across a soulmate, a karmic soulmate, and it's like they went, where they were really close with this person. Like, I feel like they were, I don't know, they could have gotten engaged. Hi, Fred. How are you? Why are you upset? Because of BB? She been here longer than you. You can't get upset for her. Hey! What I say? No, hey! No. Go. Go away. Go away from BB. Go back on the bed. Go back to bed. Animals, man, animals. BB, don't you smack at Fred again. You got me? Yes, Fred. I mean, Tiger. Oh my God. Sorry. I realized my uncle's house is like a barn. Like, well, it's not a barn. It's like, there's so many different animals, okay? And then my cousin Jessica, I raised her son for about 5 years before she took him back. But she has a lot of animals too. And I'm just like, wow, it really does run in my family. Like, the animal thing. Like, we got a dog and 2 cats. And I've been trying to get another animal. Well, it's hard talking my sister into it. But, yeah, it's just crazy. But yes, I do feel like this person did end up getting into a connection with somebody else. I also feel like that has something to do with you. If you're like looking for an animal or you're wanting to adopt or rescue some kind of an animal, go for it. I do feel like it'll help you in the long run as well as the animal that you're helping. Yeah, I do feel like the reason why this person got together with this other person, like I said, it could have been close to an engagement or something. I do feel like part of this reason this person went towards them in the first place is because they felt like you broke this person first. But I feel like, again, it has something to do with the memories. I just don't think you guys connected well the first time you guys met, which is fine. You know, I feel like a lot of the time we don't get along with our twin flames because we still have so much we got to work through. You know, like meeting your twin flame is like, hey, this is a mirror. This is everything you need to work on, okay? Not everybody takes it the same way. Some people run away from it and don't want to deal with it. Some people are like, all right, let's get this done. Let's work this out. Let's do this healing, you know? And I feel like that's what you did. You took the time, you took the healing, and that's what you're doing. But I feel like in this process, somewhere along the way, I do feel like you were keeping tabs on your twin, and it's like, I don't know, they did something, okay, to screw with the connection, your guys' connection, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like this person feels like they ruined the connection completely. You can't ruin a twin flame connection. You can't. It's not like that. I mean, you can like flip a switch and you guys just won't come near each other, and that just means that in this lifetime you guys aren't meant to help each other. You guys are just I don't think that's the right way of saying it. It's like somebody thought they chose a toxic path. It's like they thought that was the path that they were supposed to be taking instead of this more positive one with you. There is also Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. Epiphany by Stained. And I do feel like that's what happened to this person. I feel like they had an epiphany about you, and they're starting to realize, oh, you know, I messed up in this situation. White Trash Beautiful by Everlast. Oh my gosh. This guy, because in that song it talks about a poor man and a man that but that's not what's coming up to me. Like, there is talking about, like, that part comes up to me all the time because it reminds me of my father. But I was thinking about originally that song about the I'm the man of your dreams, don't you worry baby, or something like that, but like that's what the guy says to the girl that he gets knocked up, and then he leaves 5 months later with her being knocked up, and she has to make the decision if she wants to keep the child or not. And I feel like maybe that has some kind of a significance. So maybe your twin flame had either A, gotten someone pregnant, or it's the other way around, has gotten pregnant by somebody else, and now they are in the decision of what they had to do. And I feel like during this happening, because like that's their ego death, like somebody leaving them behind, and it's like they are making that decision, what am I supposed to do? So they're having that epiphany. There's also Perfect by Ed Sheeran, Jealous Sea by Meg Myers, which again makes me think there is a third party situation in this connection. And then Pretty Girl by Maggie Lindman, which I really like because like it's just pretty much like I'm not what you expect me to be. I'm a lot different. There's a lot more to me that you see than there's a lot more to me than what you see. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this connection and with the both of you. All right, your advice. So from Moonology, you've got work through your fears, take time to breathe out, and a personal issue reaches resolution. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. You know what I love about these cards? Like the backs of them are so beautiful, and like they're all different too. So like you can tell that this person is like transforming. They're looking at themselves, like that's what the butterflies are. It's like for transformation. Like there's like 3 major transformations. Like you can see the third eye is really open, really paying attention, doing what feels right to this person. And then I like how twin flames, it looks like they're, 2 souls into one body, because that's what we were at one point, it's like 2 bodies on one because we share the same soul. So, I love how it shows that. And then it does have a white bird. I think it's a dove. Yeah, a dove. That's right above. Love, harmony, peace. Because that's what we are when we're together, when we come into union. There's also a rose here too that could be significant for somebody in the color purple, which always reminds me of psychic, that connection that's between us. Okay, and then for the sexual union one, never mind, it's a little too sexual for you to see. All right, so last but not least, we have the angel romance. We got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So somebody's broke. Somebody could be changing their career at the moment. You deserve love. You are lovable. I do feel like sometimes we have a hard time admitting that to ourselves. Like sometimes when we go through all this like shadow work, we're like, oh, well, I don't need anybody. If I can accept myself, why would I need somebody else? It's not about that. Yes, I'm very happy for you for accepting yourself, and it is fucking phenomenal because not everybody can do it. You've accomplished something that not a lot of people can do. But it's also about like, love is not selfish, it is not just for you. It is for more than just you. It is for you and the person that you are in love with. It is also for the world. Like, love heals the world. So, like, I do feel like there is something about that, and I feel like sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we forget that love is different than what we expect. You have to love, love can take many forms, and it can be felt in many different like ways. Not just because it's like different forms, like like brother, brotherly love, or sisterly love, motherly love. But lover love is like different, because it's like there's something about it that really, because there can be more that could be brought from it, like from sisterly love and motherly love. Yes, there is so much that can be given, but it's not but you can't give more than what you are. Like, you can't, I guess reproduce would be one of the good words, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Ugh, I hate how sometimes these words escape me. But it's like, what you can create from this kind of love is something that's very unique and very inspiring to the world. You also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, it's interesting because sometimes we always will think like, hey, this is my soulmate or this is my twin flame, and it's like sometimes people get that wrong. It's like attraction and they feel like that's like a connection, but it's not. It's just an attraction, and I feel like that's what it is sometimes. Like, I feel like for you, it might be like that too. Like, you may be mixing up a couple connections, but I don't think you're completely mixing it up. I do think that you are mixing up your twin flame and your soulmate connection, mainly just because you're like, well, my twin flame could never do anything like that to hurt me. First of all, they don't know you're hurting it. They're hurting you. Majority of the time, they don't know that's what they're doing. They're very much in their own minds, their own state of being, so they don't know that what they're doing is hurting you, including if you don't speak up. And then there's also something I'm also hearing, like the kind of people that you usually date, like the type of person, like the stereotype of what they are is not what your twin flame is. They're the opposite, actually. They don't fit into any of those categories. And that might be why it's hard for you to make that connection. It's a very intense connection. Like, I feel like this person, like, stares at you, okay? I see this person staring, like, very hard at you. And, like, I'm going to say bewildered. There is a smile on your face, like, not expecting it, like, wow. And you guys are kind of mirroring each other a little bit too. I do like that as well. Like, okay, so in this card right here, this is the keep it an open mind. So you see how his stance is? He's like moving forward. He's got the arm right here. Interestingly enough, she's kind of moving forward too. She has her arm a little bit back. I mean, yeah, sure, she got a fan, but like it's back up as well. And their legs are pointed towards each other, which, by the way, for people that are just genuinely interested, if you want to know if somebody's interested in you, a really great way to know if they're interested in you is to look at their feet. If their left foot, which is the heart foot, if that foot is pointed towards you, they're interested in you. They would like to get to know you more. If it's not, usually they're not interested. If it's pointed towards a door, they don't want to be in that situation. They just want to leave it. So there's that. And then we also have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So I do feel like you already know who this person is. I do feel like in some ways you've let it kind of, like dwindle down because like there has been a lot that has happened in this relationship, but they're asking you to give this, to give it another chance to work on it because this partnership will really bring you everything that you truly desire. This guy just keeps staring at this chick, so it's like, that's interesting. It's like he can't take his eyes off of her. Children, your love life is being affected by children. So you may have children and this person may have children, and I do feel like it does have an effect on this relationship between the both of you because it's like this person has to make, or you do have to make decisions also based with your children in mind because, that's what a good parent does. But either way, this is all I've got for you, my pile one. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. If you have requests, let me know also in the comments below. But I'm going to move on to my pile two, so maybe we meet again. Bye! interesting. Okay, my pile too. If you chose graduate, this is your pile. Alright, so I did for the first pile. I'm going to try to do for all 4 piles. When I just saw 3838, please let me know if you can in the description or comments what 3838 meant, because I can't look it up right now. But so it kind of gets somebody's graduated from a, okay, so you could have graduated recently from school, college, hopefully I don't have any high schoolers watching. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love high schoolers, but at the same time, probably shouldn't watch my readings because sometimes it gets sexual, and I cuss a lot. Something about path. Okay, somebody's traveling. You could be traveling, or this person could be traveling, but I do feel like in a way it's like you kind of graduated from this path and you're moving to it on into a different way, going another path, because the cycle is through. I literally see somebody following a map. It's like somebody going on like a vacation or like a road trip or something, because I keep seeing somebody like a map. Like I'm seeing the Google map, like a pointer here, and this is where you're at, and you're traveling to this point, like I see that in my mind, and I know I just personally just went on vacation, so I do feel like somebody here could be going on vacation or a road trip soon to get from point A to point B, and it's kind of a far drive or a far point, like a far area. It's like you graduated from something in general. Like I feel like you've made some huge accomplishment in your life. You finish this cycle so that you can move on to this next cycle, and this next cycle has a lot of rewards in it. Sometimes when I channel, for some reason, like it's like I get these interesting little visions in my head. Like when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of TV. It was my distraction. I used to read a lot too. They were my ways of escaping my reality. And like sometimes I'll see like little snippets of some of the things that I've like watched, or some of those things, and it's like that is what I'm supposed to be describing to you, but I don't ever remember the movies or the TV shows or books or whatever it was, because like they really run together in my mind. Like so that's sometimes why I have a hard time wording things. Or I'll pause so that I can figure out the right way to word it. Okay, so for what are their intentions for you? The zodiac signs that came out is Taurus and Virgo. Their intentions towards you would be, we're going to start with the wellness. Oh no, we'll start with the Crow Tarot and then go into the wellness oracle. So I feel like somebody was trying to distract you from the fear that you hold, so that you can soar, so that you can fly and be who you're truly meant to be. There is also a distraction here because somebody was afraid to be who they really are, afraid to show who... I don't know, it's like somebody's just afraid, because I see fear here. So like I know that somebody is definitely afraid of something, and it's like they were distracting from that fear so that they can soar, so that they could do something different or be free in a way. But then I also feel like it's kind of like this person was distracting you with something else so that you can't, like, so you couldn't see that this person was either, for some of you, it's getting better, being a better version of themselves. But I'm also getting for others of you so that they can do what it is that they think that they want to do. It's like, somebody thought that this is what they wanted. They went for it, they did it, and then they realized that this isn't really what I wanted, but I have conquered a fear that I had. So now I know that I can soar, I can do what I need to do. Sorry, I was being so weird. So I do feel like their intention towards you was to distract you from the fear that they had, from the whatever fear it is that they are trying to that they were trying to conquer. It's like they were distracting you so you wouldn't see it. And now that they have conquered that fear, they know that they can soar. They know that they can, that they're free of whatever it was that they had feared in the first place. I also kind of get somebody who's afraid that you will figure something out, that you will I don't even think it's figure it out, because I feel like you have, you're very gifted. I feel like you're very gifted. You're very, somebody's prophetic. They like kind of just know things, even before it happens. It's like they get hints. That's what Evan calls them, is hints, of like what will happen. So moving into the wellness, like I said, so somebody is very hurt. You guys are in separation. Somebody could have just recently gone through a really bad breakup. And they've been feeling very lost. They've been grieving this heartbreak, this breakup. Somebody here has a lack of confidence. They kind of self-sabotage themselves a lot. And I like how it says fear/ego issues, because you have the fear too. I feel like that person was trying to, like, you know, they knew that they had to work on the fear issues before they could move forward. There's also jealousy here as well. Now, I don't know if it's this person feeling jealousy for you, for what you have or what you will have, or if it's jealousy of a certain relationship in somebody's life. This person is frustrated when it comes to your relationship, but I think it's more because they have this lack of confidence about themselves. Like I said, they don't really have any confidence, but it's also like so if you can't trust, I do have a tendency to say that you can't love the person, because like you can't trust somebody and love them, you know, like love is trusting somebody with your heart, is trusting them to not break you, trusting, you know, like love and trust are hand in hand. And if you're jealous of somebody, like of a relationship that they're in, that's not trust, that they're going through this cycle, that they need to learn something from this particular relationship, that they both need to learn something from this relationship. That's egotism. That's also a bit controlling too, to believe that you're supposed to be the only person with that person. It doesn't work like that. We're supposed to meet a bunch of soulmates in this life so that we can all learn from each other. You know, like there are things that we need to learn, and I feel like there is something that this person needed to learn as well. I do feel like they are trying to learn it. They may not be going about it in the best way, but that's just according to you and I. You know, it's not according to this person. I do feel like there is a third party situation in this. So fucking hard, right? Because you even have third party situation, you know, like seduction. So I do feel like this person is in another relationship or just hooking up with other people. You know, I do feel like they're dating around. It's like they're trying to like look for something. I also feel like somebody could try to seduce you. They could try to tempt you into like hooking up with them. There is an attraction between the both of you as well. It's really up to you if you would like to go forward with it. Somebody else has very outdated thinking though when it comes to this. You know, there is somebody that's replaying events in their head. And also conditioning too. So conditioning to me is also like trying to control a situation that you can't control, or trying to put memories in your mind that are different than what had really happened. It's like they are trying to play up their role in what they had done or what they hadn't done. Snake, or a girl with a snake came out as well, with this, which is an empath and narcissist paragon. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I do feel like there is somebody in this situation that may try to use you, but I also feel like this could be referring to that third party situation where I feel like somebody is actually getting charmed, they're getting used. They're putting boundaries on themselves, because I am also noticing that this girl has this snake and is letting this snake wrap around her. She knows what's happening. You see that? It's not very good. Like, it's not a very good picture, but you can see, like, this girl is, in her hand is the snake. She's looking at the snake and it's wrapping around her body, and she's letting it happen. She can stop it at any time. So there is something with that. I feel like there is some kind of a relationship that is kind of hurting somebody else. So I don't know if this is their intentions towards you, or if they are currently going through that. I do feel like there is somebody that is coming towards you with intentions of like trying to use you. But I feel like if you listen to your intuition / your gut, you will know instantly who this person is. I do feel like it is a person that's going to try to seduce you, because like this person doesn't have any confidence in themselves. They're very heartbroken. They have a fucked up way of thinking. They think that what things that had happened didn't actually happened, and it's like, no, it didn't happen like that. There is somebody here also that wants to take a chance. They want to take a risk. They may have a lot of options, and it's like they're not showing their hand. They don't want to, because they want, like I said, they want to take a risk. They want to, somebody's also being strategic about how they approach you. There is a love call. Someone's going to express love to you. You may get a message from somebody saying like how they feel about you. Like just letting you know that they're thinking about you and that they miss you. This call may surprise you. Like it may happen in a very, I heard awkward time. Like I'm seeing somebody trying to pay something, and they're looking like I see a woman looking through her purse and she's trying to find something, and her phone rings, and her phone is like in like the other part of like, I don't know, in her back pocket, and like she's trying to hurry up because there's people behind them. It's like somebody's trying to rush, and it's such a weird time. And then when she finally gets to answering the phone, it's like surprise, like literally stopping everything you're doing because you're surprised by who it is that's calling you. So like that's for somebody in particular. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So there is somebody's intentions coming towards you. There is somebody that does not mean well. I do not know if it's a Taurus or the Virgo. You will know by following your intuition. Okay? But that person does feel like they're not enough. They have some ego issues. They're very heartbroken. They're in a situation I feel like they really need help in. And then there's also somebody that wants to take a gamble and giving you a love call and telling you how they feel about you, telling you that they would like to come into union with you, to be committed to only you, to be in a partnership with you. So, two very interesting energies here. Somebody that just wants to use you, and then there's somebody that wants to be with you. Alright, so I'm moving to the songs. This is also their intentions, which we have Downfalls High by Machine Gun Kelly, Scar Tissue by Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nobody But You by Blake Shelton, Buried Myself Alive by The Used, Airplanes by Hayley Williams and B.O.B., Numb by Linkin Park, God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. Only God knows why. I know that's not the song, but that's like off in my head. Wait and Bleed by Slipknot, Gone Away by Five Finger Death Punch, Always by Salvia. It's a good song. I Just Don't Know What to Do With Myself by the White Stripes. If We Have Each Other by Alec Benjamin. You know what's interesting is because I did bring up like the sisterly love thing in this, and there is that song, which I know that he wrote that song to, like, I think that was a song he wrote to his sister. So that's interesting. There could be like a sisterly bond here. I do also really get the connection, like, somebody feels like they messed something up, or there is something that is a little bit messed up in the scenario. Alright, they came together. Alright, so your advice is, from Moonology, adjustments are required, prosperity lies ahead, don't let your past hold you back, and you are good enough. And I like how it says that, because it says that you are good enough. So I do feel like in some ways you feel like you're not very good for this relationship. And I think, yeah, because you even have, this is so great. I love how tarot does this. You have the, you are good enough. And then you have the not enough. So there is something in feeling like you're not good enough for this person. And it's like a mirror imaging of you and this person. Like, you both feel this way. You both feel like you don't deserve each other. Which, by the way, is bullshit. You always deserve to be with whoever it is that your heart desires. Your heart's not going to lie to you and be like, oh, you should love this person. That doesn't make sense, actually, to be honest with you. Okay, so your angel romance is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Gotta have more fun. Get out there. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I feel like you feel like this when you're around this person too. There's something that you're going to feel like is like, this is a romance of a lifetime. Like, this is something that, because I kind of see like different times. Like, I'm seeing like a Roman time. I'm also seeing Egyptian times, but it's like you were with this person in those times as well. You have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And I do like how that, comes out, because there was engagement too. So I do feel like this person really wants to have some alone time with you. They just want to spend some time with you because they want to get to know you guys, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And I do feel like that is true. Like, I feel like you start to realize the connections that you will have, start to see the little things here and there that, like, maybe something that happened to you in your past, that something similar had happened to this person in their past. We also have from, last but not least, Love Oracle. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And I was saying that earlier, like, love just simply is. It never claims, it's not controlling, it just is. It just allows and gives. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it only is being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And that's interesting too. Some people, like, they have a tendency to be like, oh, well, I shouldn't be with this person because of this or this or this, or because this person said this, or because this person went out with that person, and it's like, that doesn't have anything to do with what your heart desires or what this person's heart desires. It's not based on guilt, which guilt doesn't do anything for you. It's not based on what you think you should do. It's based on what you feel. Your heart will let you know what you need to do. New beginning. A new adventure awaits you. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Oh my God, I was totally seeing that. Like, going on to a new path, a new location. That's fucking crazy. Like, so yes, you're starting a new beginning. You're starting a new venture. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So I do feel, I'm going to fix this really quick. It drives me crazy. Okay, so I do feel like you have to let go of this old relationship, this, like, not feeling enough for this person. Just let go of that. And as soon as you let go of that old way of thinking, that old relationship, that won't ever come. It's like everything will start to work out. Things that you didn't think would happen start happening. And then you have the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. And I love how that happens twice. There's two of them that say new beginning. Okay, so you have new path. Like, somewhere in here, new path, new beginning. This charm has the word pathways at the bottom of it. And then there was something else too. I know there was. Oh yeah, and don't let your past hold you back. So the past is now behind you. So let go of the past. It's not doing you any good. It's just screwing you up. It's not letting you have what it is that you want. And by letting your past hold you back, you won't see this new path that's available to you, this new adventure. But it's like, because you're letting it go, like I do feel like you are currently letting it go. It might be very hard. Like some days are harder than others, but it's like as you let it go, you start to see this new path. You start to see things come together that you didn't see come together before. So, yeah, that's all I've got for you, my pile 2. I hope it was helpful. If it was, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. Or let me know, like, if you have any requests for videos, let me know in the comments below. But that's all I've got for you. I'm moving on to my pile 3, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. May we meet again. Bye! Okay, my pile 3. If you chose this mermaid, this is your pile. Alright, I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the charm and then go forth. Okay. Somebody could be an Aquarius, because I see a star. Somebody could have a unique color, like you may have a unique hair color. Like I'm seeing purple or pink. Could be blue eyes, green eyes. Very pale. You need to get in the sunlight. No, just kidding. Very milky skin color. Skin tone, whatever. Touche. Somebody could wear, like, there could be a necklace that you wear, like, and it's the same necklace you wear all the time. You don't wear any, like, other necklace. It could be, like, an heirloom or just some kind of a crystal that you really enjoy. I feel like you're at a place in your life where you're just trying to enjoy yourself. You're really starting to appreciate yourself for who you are, the gifts that you bring. I feel like you see yourself far more clearly than you ever have. Self-love, self-worth, that's what's going on for you. The zodiac signs that came up for you have 2 Aries and 1 Leo, which I thought was interesting that Aries came out twice. So I'm going to start with my Crow Tarot, then go into the Wellness Oracle. So I do feel like you could have been, alright, so this is their intentions that are towards you. So I do feel like this person is either in isolation or you're in isolation. I don't feel like you're in isolation. I feel like this person's in isolation. But I feel like they're doing it because they're protecting themselves from something. And I feel like it's interesting because I kind of get that this person is like, it's like they're in isolation. They're away from you. They don't want to be near you because they're protecting themselves. They're protecting their heart from a commitment with you because it's like they're afraid to commit to you because once they do, they know there is no going back. There is no, it's just going forward from this. Like, you guys will be growing together, changing, like completely changing. And this person is petrified of that. So I do feel like that is why they've been in isolation, is to protect themselves. I also do feel like there is something about trying to protect a relationship or trying to protect an idea. But I do feel like this person also has been, I feel like they've been treating you like they're isolating you or isolating themselves away from you so that they can protect a commitment that they are currently in, because it's like this person's trying to grow something with this other person. And it's interesting because it's like they're like trading something, like they're trading things back and forth. But like, I don't know, I see one, interestingly enough, I see one of these crows being very sickly. I also see somebody that is a provider. This could be a provider that's providing for this other person. This person that they have already made a commitment to. Somebody could be pregnant. Just recently had a child, and it's like they're making sure nobody else notices, or they're like somebody's very proud of it, very proud of this this child. It's good for you. You should be proud of your children. But this isolation is very interesting. It's like they're trying to isolate you. Like, I kind of get that somebody doesn't want you to know what's going on in their life. Okay? But it's like you're okay with the isolation in a way because it's like it's bringing things to yourself. Like, you're starting to, you're learning to love yourself first, And I feel like that I feel like it's very hard for you to do, is like to, love on yourself, because I do feel like I've said over and over, I do feel like we don't always see ourselves like the same. We never see ourselves the way other people see us. We see all our faults. We don't normally want to look at our, beautiful traits. But I do feel like this isolation is also about learning to protect yourself as well, like protecting yourself from things that you feel like could lead to, like, I feel like somebody's afraid of commitment. And then when we go into the other, these are also intention cards, but I used the Island Time Wellness Oracle, and we have twin flames that came out. So I do feel like this is a twin flame for you, and I feel like this person is the runner. That's what it is. Like, they are the runner. They are running away from this relationship. They're afraid to be intimate with you. They've been listening to their ego. I do feel like when they are listening to their ego, it's like they're, okay, yes, okay. So I feel like they are running away from this twin flame connection, because when they're around you, they see the things that they need to fix. They see the things that they don't want to fix. And it's like, that's why they continuously run from you, like run from this connection, or like they isolate themselves or isolate you. It's because it's like they want to stay away from this relationship, because it like shows them all the things that they need to fix, or the things that they haven't fixed in the time that they've been away from you. I do feel like this person has literally run away from you, like run to a different area or a different, they're not around you. You guys are in a separation. This person is still learning how to not be fucking codependent. I feel like they are in a relationship currently, where that relationship doesn't put any pressure on them to change. It actually kind of keeps them stuck in a situation where they're not changing, they're not growing, they're just staying the same. This person's afraid. They're fucking petrified of this relationship. They don't know how to let go of their fear. They don't know how to stop listening to an ego that's not going to do them any good. Okay. We're going to look into the songs because these are also their intentions when it comes to you. There is I Hate Everything About You by 3 Days Grace, which actually used to be like my favorite song when I was younger. But it's like this person does hate a lot of things about you. Like they could hate everything about you, but at the same time they love everything about you, and they don't like that they feel this way because that is a twin flame connection. You know, that's like sometimes it's a hate-love relationship until it's all about love. And it's not even really about hate. It's just like, I don't want to fix that, you know? Like, that's hard to fix. How am I supposed to do that, you know? It's not like you get a fucking manual of how to heal. Which, actually, I am thinking about doing a video on. Then you have Roar by Katy Perry. So I do feel like somebody really wants to shout about this connection. Somebody really wants to say something, or they just want to face it in some kind of a way. Like, I just see somebody screaming in aggravation. What About Us by Pink, Grenade by Bruno Mars, Close by Nick Jonas and Tovlo, Chlorine by 21 Pilots, Sweet But Psycho by Ava Max, New Divide by Linkin Park, which I do feel like is kind of talking about the situation you're in, because I do feel like you guys are divided, but it was this person's intent. Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time by Panic at the Disco. I feel like you guys kind of get on each other's nerves at times, like you irritate each other. Live by Lightning Crashes. Watch out, somebody could actually have, like, maybe that's one of the people that they are with, like, somebody could have cancer. Could be very, very sick, could have some sort of a disease. Part of Me by Katy Perry. I feel like this person does feel like you're a part of them. I do feel like you guys are, like, you guys are literally a part of each other, you know? You have Circus by Britney Spears, November Rain by Guns N' Roses, Mr. Brightside by The Killers, and Gives You Hell by All American Rejects. I feel like this person their intention is just to keep running away from this relationship, this commitment, because they are afraid of it. I feel like they are already in another relationship too, but they are like, I think there is something about somebody starting to see things, starting to understand things. Okay, your advice, starting with the Moonology. Hold your vision. It's time to take action. Don't let pride get in your way, and a fiery climax approaches. From Angel Romance, you have Love Yourself First. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. See, like, learning to love yourself first instead of concentrating on this other person. You also have Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I do feel like you may have some kind of a codependency, but this other person, the runner, also has a codependency that they need to work on. And then you have Worth Waiting For. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I do feel like this twin flame connection will come together at some point. I just think that this cycle that this person's going through, the runner, it needs to run its course first. They are saying it's worth waiting for. Now, here's the thing about this card that I've recently come to realize. Now, you can, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can just sit and wait around and remain single for this person to go through their cycle. But like I said before, there are soulmates that we're supposed to learn from. It could be a short cycle, it could be a long cycle, but it's a relationship that you both need to go through. Cycle of relationship is meaning the same thing in this term and right now. Like, I feel like that's what it is. Like, You can wait for this person. You could remain single, just, have like, there are relationships that you're supposed to come into. It could be friendships, but it could actually be like love relationship, like partnerships. But they are telling you that this person is worth the wait, even though they're going through their own cycle at the moment. That just means that you have different cycles to go through as well. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So I feel like for some of you, like I said before, if this person is in a relationship and it's like you're worried that you guys aren't going to come together because you guys know you're twin flames, don't worry about it. Okay, like, this person has something they need to learn from the person that they're with, okay? And that person that they're with also has something that they need to learn from from your twin flame, okay? Now, if you learn to accept that this person is in a relationship that's not you, and that's okay, because they have something that they need to work through, it's like as soon as you accept it for what it is, something will automatically transform. Things will start to really work out in ways that you weren't expecting it, and really quickly. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Reflection. I kind of get for this passion one though, if there's somebody that you have a lot of passion for, or somebody that you're interested in, maybe you just like, I feel like somebody wants a one night stand with somebody, go for it. Nothing's stopping you, just enjoy your life. That's what you're supposed to do, and there could be something you're supposed to learn from each other. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith all will work out for the best. I do feel like that's what you're supposed to do with your twin flame at the moment. Just give each other some space and trust that everything will work out, because it will work out. Just gotta have faith, Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Why do you feel like you guys must be together? That's something you need to ask yourself, because it's like once you figure out why you feel that way, you can either A, change it, or B, just like learn to confront it. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. And in order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And emotions are a very important and a necessary part of your life, including if you want to heal things, but it also does distort your perception, like it clouds your vision, so you don't really see things clearly as you should. But in order to see things that way, you need to let go of resentment. Did you know that resentment is something that we've invented? It's not even like a real thing. Like, humans have invented this emotion so that we can put a name to what it is that we're feeling, right? But it's not even like a feeling. It's like something that we gave life to because we just can't accept things. And that's what it is. It's just not being able to accept things for what they are. And that's where resentment comes from. But just know that everything has a part, everything has a place in this world. It may not seem to make sense at the moment, but it will at some point. You just got to accept and have faith that things will work out. And I know it's so much easier than said, but I do have faith that everything will always work out the way that they're supposed to. What we are born to find will always find us. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And I feel like that's what's telling you right now. You can wait for this person, or you can walk away at any time. It is completely up to you. There is also something in take your power back. Don't give your power to somebody that doesn't need your power in the first place. You're just giving them more power over yourself. So I want you to say this to yourself. Say it out loud. I take my power back. And whoever you are thinking about, whoever you are giving your power to, say, I take my power back from blank. And I always feel like it's literally I can literally feel a difference in my vibration, and how I'm feeling. It really helps out. So take your power back. Look deep within your heart, and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And I do feel like this is how this person feels about you, regardless of what they say or their actions at the moment. They just, again, have to go through what it is that they're learning at the moment. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So there is a friendship that you kind of need to nurture. You need to, I do feel like if there was a friendship here that kind of got I wouldn't say broken, but it's like there was a little bit of damage to it. You need to take that back. You need to try to heal this friendship so that things will really start to work out. And I do feel like there's a friend here that has feelings for you that you may not know about. You may have feelings for this person as well. But yes, this is what I've got for you, my pile 3. If it was helpful, if it resonated with you at all, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know how it resonated with you in the comments below. If you have any requests for videos, please let me know in the comments as well. And I think that's all I've got for you. So maybe we meet again. Bye! Oh my goodness, I gotta be. Okay, my pile 4. If you chose Feel Talky, this is your pile. Alright, so what I'm getting from the charm first. There is an ex in this situation that is trying to come in, so there could be an ex that has some intentions towards you. There's also competition here. There's a couple people or a few people that are trying to get your attention. I see 2 people fighting for your attention. One of them could be an ex, like I had said. Okay, so the zodiacs that came out for you, you have 2 Geminis, a Pisces, and Capricorn. These people's intentions towards you. I'm going to start with Crow and then go into Wellness Oracle, and then we'll get into the songs before we get into your advice. Okay, I'm reading a couple things. So, I feel like you are a very different kind of person. You are very unique, and like it's very noticeable. So like people, like everybody, I don't know, like it's like everybody in your community has an idea of how different you are compared to others. I'm also getting that either you have been crying a lot or somebody else has been crying a lot when it comes to you or this relationship situationship. Somebody is anticipating coming into the community or moving to this community. I do feel like there is some kind of a move for somebody here because there is a lot of anticipation about a community. We also have it's like there's also something about this community, though, that is very different. It's very unique to this person. It's like... Okay, it's like this... Alright, so you or this person, like I said, is very unique, okay? Very different. You don't let people get to you. You don't let things get to you very easily. You just let things slide off of you. It's like because you're used to people, like, talking smack, it's like you just let it go. It is what it is. People are always going to say things. There's also something about, like, somebody could have tried to put spells your way or confusion. Like, there's something about trying to throw confusion your way, but it just slid right off. Because you're an anomaly. You're different. You're unique. You don't have that, you're very different than the people around you. And it's very, people stare at you, look at you a lot. Like this, your energy is just very different than what your community is used to. Somebody is anticipating coming towards you. Okay. So, you're going to be meeting somebody new. You might be getting, you might start dating again. I do feel like there is somebody that is an ex of yours, like I said, that is trying to get into your, like, I guess your energy is kind of what they're saying. I do feel like this person is obsessed with you. They're very controlling. This person is showing restraint of their addiction or their obsession. But I do feel like they just pretty much want to have you as a possession. They're very codependent on your energy. But you will be meeting somebody new. I feel like I feel like you might actually make a date with somebody that's new for you. And there's going to be a lot of happiness, a lot of joy in this relationship. You guys are going to really enjoy each other's time, really enjoy spending time with each other. It's going to be, I also see very playfulness going on as well. So I feel like it's, okay, so I just got for somebody's date, you could be, like, the date that you're going on, it could be somewhere that you're going, and it's going to be, like, I don't know why, but I just saw, like, 2 adults playing in a big-ass, like, ball pit. I don't know if that's what's really going to happen, but that's what I saw in my mind. I just saw people really enjoying themselves with each other, smiling and laughing. So I do feel like this person that you're going to go on a date with, it will be very, very eye-opening and refreshing, and it's going to be very beautiful and nice, and like you're just really going to enjoy yourselves. There is somebody here that has an obsession for you. They really want to have you back. They're a very controlling person. Other intentions that are towards you. So these are the songs that are for you. Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye. Demons, Imagine Dragons. In the End by Linkin Park. Soul Sister by Train. Gone Away by The Offspring. We Don't Talk Anymore by Charlie Puth. So I do feel like that is talking about an ex of yours that you don't talk anymore, who really just wants to be with you. At My Best by MGK. If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Unsteady by the Ex-Ambassadors. Duality by Slipknot, which to me always reminds me of a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection, so keep that in mind. I'm really starting to think I should just do a twin flame channel or something. Amidst the Misery by Hailstorm. Hell of a Girl by Say Grace. Bitch by Meredith Brooks. Good song. If you've never heard it, look it up. I Am Machine by 3 Days Grace. And Heathens by 21 Pilots. I do feel like there is somebody who has a lot of friends that are also interested in you. I feel like you're just like so unique that a lot of people do stare at you. I do see like 5 people trying to get your attention or like not being able to look away from you. Your advice, the answers you need are coming. Balance spirituality and practicality. Communication is key and your hard work is paying off. Your angel romance advice, it came out in like 3s, so bear with me. There is a situation that you need to let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. I do feel like that is the trying to, like going on a date. It's like you might try to control a few things here and there, like micromanage, but it's like let things go as they are. You also have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So this like person that you may end up going out with, it may like be really nice for you guys to get away and hang out with each other. It's like a way for you to disconnect from the world for a while. But it might not be enough chemistry or attraction to keep that relationship going. So it might just be a short relationship. But that's okay. I also feel like it could be referring to that relationship you had just gotten out of. You know, like you that relationship was trying to help you let go of control issues and like disconnect from the world, but like there wasn't enough attraction to keep it going or chemistry. And I feel like because of that, you've been calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So I do feel like you are you're trying to visualize your soulmate into coming into being, and I feel like in doing so, you are bringing your soulmate closer to you, and not just spiritually, but like in the physical as well. And then you have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I feel like you're having like romantic feelings for somebody that you're in separation with, but that person is and like I also feel like these romantic feelings you've been hiding from this person. You don't tell this person how you feel about them, but I feel like it's the same way for this person as well. They don't admit their feelings to you either. So that's interesting, and I feel like that has something to do with the answers you need are coming. So you may be finding out about somebody that's been lying to you about how they feel about you. Like you may be hearing about that very soon. And this could actually be a soulmate of yours. All right, and then you have for your love oracle advice, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed in this very moment. So you might end up getting a massage. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. I so believe that's the truth. Don't ask your mind what you really want, what you truly want. If you could do anything, what would it be? Like, don't ask your mind, ask your heart. Your heart will give you the answer that you truly desire. And I do feel like you need a lot of alone time to come up with this. When it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And I truly believe this. Sometimes, we were in relationships that were very traumatic, they weren't such great relationships when you look back on them, but it's like you had to go through that in order to find out what true love is, what true, trust is. And, you may feel like it was the wrong person, but like it wasn't the wrong person. It was the right person at the right time. And because you have gone through that, you now know more than you ever did before. You know what you did. You now know more than you did before you got into that relationship. So like, you may not have known how to show love, or how like that people have different love languages, and it's like you learned that in that relationship. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Again, another card that's so very true. So like material, you can't take anything with you that you gain from this world. Like, so if you got a brand new, for example, like a computer or a brand new phone, and you're really excited about it and you worked really hard to get that, that's cool, that's awesome, but when you die, you're not bringing that with you, right? That phone's not coming with you. That's just something that was in this life that you worked hard for. But the memories you made to get to that point, to get to that phone, like the working hard, that's what's going to go with you. That's what's going to pass with you. So like, enjoy your time, enjoy time that you share with your loved ones. Like, don't ignore them, or like be in the moment when it comes to them, because like you fucking never know when something's going to happen. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. I love how it says this right here. And then it has the calling in your soulmate, right? So you have the calling in your soulmate, and you got soulmate card. And I just love how it's like they're with you in spirit, because they are like right there. They're with you in spirit. They're going to be with you physically. It's just, things got to happen a little bit differently. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So I do feel like you have to remember that, your relationship's very unique. That you are a very unique person, and that what you bring into a relationship is also going to be very unique. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So you may be getting a random message from somebody telling you that they're thinking of you. I do feel like it's a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. So I do love how that came out. I do feel like you will be finding out about somebody that you didn't know has interest in you, and you're going to be finding out about it. And I do feel like this will spark something in you. You also have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. And that I truly believe as well. Did we have playfulness in this one? No. So I do feel like you need to enjoy your time together. Like, remember that love is the greatest healer. Laughter is best therapy, including when you make each other laugh. That really brings up your vibrations together. And last but not least, acceptance is the key to inner peace at times. We must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Which I agree. Acceptance is key to inner peace. It's like really hard for us to accept things as they are. And I do feel like that might be something that's hard for you to do as well. You need to accept that, like, this happened. And the reason why it happened is because, like, it's supposed to bring you to the point that you're at now. And also, again, like this control thing, I do feel like you might have a slight control issue you might need to work on. You can't control everything in life, and it's pretty great actually when you let go of the idea of control, because, you don't really have any control. When you let go of the idea of control, it's like things start coming to you that, like, you've been waiting on, like you've been manifesting, but because you couldn't let go of that control, you couldn't let go of trying to make it happen. It's like that's what makes it pause, not come towards you. But as soon as you let go of the control, as like the idea of it like comes to you. It's like it's right there because you let go of it, So just keep that in mind. That's for somebody specifically. But this is all that I have for you. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, let me know by hitting that like button or letting me know in the comments below. If you have any requests for videos, also let me know in the comments below. I think, yeah, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to go now. So maybe meet again. Bye!